Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Team 9, that is Pharmacy System in ANF General Hospital, and we are going to present for our progress 2, which cover 50% of the for the whole project. And then firstly there is library, include iStream, IMANIP, CC type, Fstream, string, and standard zip, standard library. And then it will set counter equals to 0, quantity, and q equals to 0. So for the class staff, the private member is staff name, password, and username. And then in the public, it will set the string n, u, and p equals to the null pointer, and then it will point the n equals to staff name, u equals to username, and p equals to password. And then there is function set name to set the staff name equals to n, that is the name that entered from the user, and then string get name to return staff name, and then there's the same string get username, string get password. And then in the class stock, there is member name, code, amount of stock, price, and company name. And also is just the same as in the staff class, which is it will set to the null, and then it will point it to the name equals to n, code equals to c. And then there is function set name, set price, and then which is get from the user, and then string get name to return the name, code, amount of stock, price, company name. And then there is function void display to print the name and price of the stock. And then there is class medicine and class equipment, which inherits from the public class stock, from the class stock parent class. And then what differ between these two is medicine has its own expiry date, while equipment has its own weight. And then the address is just the same. It will set n to the null, and then pointer the expiry date equals to e, and then function get expiry date to return the expiry date, and get weight to return the weight. And then lastly, there is class bill statement to display the bills. And then there is for the private member, there are integer quantity, float sums, and stock underscore stock, which we pointed from the class stock before. We composite from the class stock before. And then public, in the public, it will firstly set the q equals to 0, and then stock pointed to the stock equals to null, and then this quantity equals to q, and sum equal to 0.00, and then float bill s. The function bill s will point it to the stock that we entered from the class stock before. And then see stock get price, it will call the function get price from the class stock, and then it will assign C38, which is after the RM. And then a equals to a to f, that is from string to the float for what we get from the b dot assign C38. And then this a will times quantity, and then sum equal to sum plus a, and counter equals to 66, which is total of our data in input file. And then it will return sum. And also there is function display, that is to display, firstly it will display the number that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and then it also will print the name and price of the stock. That's all.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. So I will explain the patient class. So in the patient class, we will have the association from the class stock, and as well as the staff class. And then we have the composition from the bill statement class, and then string name as address, doctor name, and integer age. So this one is the constructor. Then in this class we have the function of stock check. This one is to check the availability of the stock. So when we will check either the stock is available or not. And then in this for this one is the receptionist IC. This one we will accept the parameter of name of the receptionist. So and then we will set the name in the staff class, and then we will display the bill for patient details, receptionist detail, as well as the stocks details. And then in the main function, we declare the object and everything, and after that we will we will infile the data.txt file here. Honestly, we will still working on this data because we still have some data that is just copy paste. It's the same data with just the different codes. So we are still working on that. Then we will there's staff registration. We will enter the username and the password. Only when this password and the username are correct. So we will move to the uh, next page, next screen. Otherwise, we will need to re-enter the password. And then we will have four options. First one is the list of stock. Second one is checking availability, and then the third one register new patient, and the last one is for the bills. So if we put option number one, it will show the list of the medicines and also the list of the equipment. So next one is the option number two. In option number two, we will search for the stock, either it is available or not. So this one we will call the stock check function in the patient class. And then this one also we are still working for this one because it is not working well. And then option number three, we have to enter the patient info. Then we need to the total number of types and then total quantity. And then here we have to calculate the bill for the medicine or equipment needed. And option number four, we will display all the bills. We will call function display to display the bill. And last one, we close the file. So that's all.